Oh
So,
wait.
okay, so did anyone do like a summary for I guess Ace mostly and
So
Smokes,
there's a
yeah.
person that got stabbed in the street, and the police think that it was one saucy nutmeg.
Right,
Uh,
I think we have to go from the beginning for Morris.
oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So there's this guy named Ryunosuke Naruhodo, and he got suspected of murder,
Mm.
and then he proved himself not a murderer, and then he went on a ship, and then there was another murder,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
and
What's wrong with that?
he got suspected of murder, so he proved himself that he didn't. Uh, and now he's here in London, and someone gets stabbed, and they think it's a saucy nutmeg who stabbed them.
Sassy what?
So they went to investigate. There's this couple who live in a apartment thingy. They're the landlords, and they're having an
Oh.
affair. That's probably related somehow, but I don't.
Yeah, it's then
I don't see
and
how.
his maid because he's into maids now.
Oh, I see.
What do you mean now?
I just have to make Morse a bit quieter, and I think that's it.
Oh. Sorry. I'm usually too quiet, so
You were at 175%.
that's probably why. Yeah, the new computer. As soon as I got this computer, suddenly my audio levels.
Oh my god!
Everyone's like, "Oh god!"
Hell yeah!
Oh my god! RQ is he's the year counter. So he's got a 10, and he says, or they say, I
Nah,
take
that's
responsibility."
bullshit. There's been way more than 10.
I forgot to mention we're defending saucy nutmeg in court.
Oh,
Oh my god, 15.
15, wow.
15 what? What am I
Hmm.
mean? It's shared
Even that
chat.
feels a little low. I'll understand if you're not counting G and you are counting ye.
Yay! Now I have shared chat.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it, Falk. We don't want to make you. I don't want to make you self-conscious about it. It's genuinely one of the best parts about your weird voice. We all have our mannerisms.
Now imagine
Is that mannerisms if it's
imagine
adult?
living with him. Every 5 seconds you just hear
Only every 5 seconds.
hearing it coming down the hall.
Sibi, I'm just imagining you in a hotel room with him. It's been a long day, and you're finally trying to like get some shut eye. And you say like, "Oh my god, yeah, Sebi, look, there's a bird. Oh my god, there's a bird on the window. Oh my god, look, oh my god, yeah."
That actually
It's
happened
like,
at his house.
oh my god.
Like we were just like on the staircase, and there's like a window. And he goes, "Look, there's a bird."
Aww.
Bird.
Every time I'm lurking in Falcon stream, like without fail, and it's nearly every stream, I say, "Oh my god, there's a grackle, guys! There's a bird!" It's like,
There's no grackles right now. There's too windy. Gee.
Grackleless.
Also, my pizza is here. I muted myself.
Okay.
So if I mute myself, it'll be because I'm eating it.
Yummy.
I don't know why I'm saying that. Like, if I mute myself, I am going to mute myself to eat.
No.
Hypothetically, if you muted yourself.
Mm.
I'm going to mute myself. I will unmute as and when I need to speak.
Yeah.
And I don't just mind if you say some bullshit, I am going to unmute and tell you it is bullshit.
Sweats profusely.
Yeah, that was directed at you, Ace. I mean, we're all in a call, so you can't see me, but I was looking in your general direction.
Sweats even more.
If people would like to give subscriptions, I will leave myself unmuted as I eat catfish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, I will.
Oh,
sorry. Go on.
Do you guys ever do that, by the way, when you're in like a call with people you look at their profile picture when you're trying to direct your voice at them. Like,
Done it a
it's hard
couple
to
of times,
explain.
yeah.
Like when I'm
It's been a
trying to
while since I've noticed myself doing that. I usually don't look at Discord when I'm talking in calls anymore.
Yeah, same.
Mm,
I can't help but do it because I realize my voice sounds the same regardless of where I'm looking, basically, unless it's
right.
how my my mic picks it up. Because obviously, if I shift my head, it changes it. Blah blah blah. But like Jade and Falcon, I'm not going to be able to tell who out of them I'm talking to and directing it to. But for some reason, psychologically, my brain thinks if I stare at the word Falcon Trace, Falcon will somehow know it's directed at him, and Jade will know it's not.
I used to
made
do
your
that.
balls,
Yeah.
Me, it's kind of the
Yeah.
opposite. Like if someone talks, I have to look at their profile picture to like hear
I was
them
gonna say I
better.
do that too. Yeah.
Like, yes, this
Making
person is
eye
around.
contact while they speak.
Weird, because my autistic ass does not like eye contact IRL.
Same.
Well, if it helps at all, just imagine me making direct eye contact with you at all times.
Oh no.
I was terrified you were going to give me the old adage there of, if it helps, imagine me naked.
Naked,
because-
yeah.
No.
I was like, please, Moss, no.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't gonna say it. I'm glad Xeon's here
That's
to
just
be
gonna
brave.
make me more nervous.
Yeah. If it
Literally.
helps, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
It doesn't make any sense. It'll help if you imagine the crowd naked. Well, I'm not going to pop a boner on stage. What the fuck?
No.
And I'm going to eat some pizza now.
Enjoy some pizza.
Yeah. Oh, also I do have a hard cutoff at 5. Because my mom said I'm not allowed to stay over at you guys' house, so I gotta leave.
I don't think it's
Oh,
gonna
no.
5. I mean, what time is it for you now?
Oh, it's
Man,
like-
Laney can be harsh.
it's 2.5 hours from now.
Okay.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
should be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to move your asses, but
Her asses are
in a
firmly
guess.
lodged.
I have
I-
finished my catfish. It is now too late to hear the crunch.
No.
What you doing, babe? What you doing?
Those are the characters. So this is
Oh, that's me.
yeah, that's the assistant. That's a random guy from London. This might be Ace. He's like a detective.
I'm Ace.
This is Jade being
That's saucy nutmeg.
Oh, yeah, I see saucy nutmeg. Okay.
that's a child. That's the maid. That's Zeon, as you can clearly see. That is also Zeon because he has like 2 personalities.
What?
I mean, I voiced 3 of those. I voiced 3 of those characters last week.
Like that.
4 of them, actually. I think 2 of them were female.
Ooh, lucky.
I think you're amazing as saucy nutmeg.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I do my best.
yeah, he could.
All right, just let me know who I is. Point him out to me. Let me at him, coach.
Yeah, I want
Same.
my stream. You're just gonna be halfway in the floor.
I mean, that's where I belong. So that's fine.
That's where I usually am.
No.
Okay, so
Start, babe, start.
Forever
20th
fated to be
February.
obscured by the fog.
You know.
It is not Jade's birthday anymore.
Oh.
No.
I was wondering if you were waiting for me to be like, it is still not my birthday anymore.
I'm usually 6 feet under, not 3.
Oh.
I mean, you are a skeleton, so like, I guess that checks out.
That's the
I just-
joke.
I just turned on no clip as a kid and forgot to turn it off. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Been
just
there.
use a go-go loco to go into the ground. No big deal.
yeah.
Well, I never expected this. Who had thought we'd be back here again so soon?
So soon. He says 2 months after the last session.
We are on a study tour of Great Britain with the intention of learning the country's legal practices.
Thank you for the summary.
Yeah. In order to research the latest court procedures here, we need as much court experience as possible.
Oh, yes, I suppose that's true, but the person in the dock may well be his or her one and only time in court, and it could be life-changing. In which case, treating it as research may seem a little crass.
Oh, when you put it like that, you're quite right.
Who is this?
Good morning. I think I know.
Morning?
Yes, I nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I'm so good.
Mister, I don't remember your jokes, so I'm just gonna call you Natsume. Good morning. I think we already lost Falcon.
Here, are you right? Your eyes are truly bloodshot.
Hold on.
Early bird.
Sorry, Falcon, on your stream, you have right-clicked out, open the menu, and it's still there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There you go.
That's great.
I just didn't want the whole stream to go by and have you not know that.
We're working with
Yeah.
amateurs, Ace. We're working with amateurs.
No.
We've only been streaming for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Same.
We're streaming?
The early bird catches the worm, as they say here in Britain.
Yes, I've heard that expression.
But I really don't want to catch a worm. So I tried desperately not to wake up early, but I was so worried I couldn't catch a wink.
Somebody would catch my wing.
And now I'm
Oh.
absolutely exhausted as a result.
Do all literary people take things so literally? But
Thank you for putting your faith in us today, Mr. Natsume.
I wish I had 9 lives. My whole future hangs in the balance. I'm too terrified to tremble.
Really? But because I can feel tremors in the floor.
I can't do this. I can't take it. Although, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire,
Yes.
I caught a glimpse of the public gallery as I walked by the courtroom. It looked like the opening night of an opera. There were so many people. I had no idea my case was such a notorious affair here in London.
Well, neither did I.
Oh my god. Also, hello, Misla.
Isa.
Isla.
Oh, hi.
Do you know
What
girl
it might
is
be,
here?
Mr. Saga?
Let me.
Yeah, I also heard Morse in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an alert for you,
I'm
Morse.
sorry,
Do what now?
I'm.
Every time you come in chat, there's an alert.
Oh. Warning, Morse.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nariclo, but I have no idea. Oh, so sorry.
That all-knowing look on your face is just coincidence then, is it?
Don't hide the truth from me. It's because of the Reaper, isn't it?
With 1-6? Damn. Is that right, Mr. Sato?
I purchased as many different newspapers as I could find this morning, and yes, Durban 6 is on the front page of everyone.
Does every chat message somebody to add message afterwards? No, it's just that ads keep trying to come, and I made like a function to just snooze them every time. I knew it.
Sometime after the persecutor was stopped, the Reaper of the Bailey. He stopped appearing in court it seems. It's been several years now. In fact, until the day before yesterday.
Yes, Inspector Gregson told us something similar, didn't he? Well, 2 days ago, Mark Lord Van Zix returned to the courtroom after a very long hiatus. The trial of Magnus McGilty. What a harrowing experience that was.
I believe that appearance made even greater waves here in the capital than today's.
But we wouldn't have realized, of course, having only just arrived in the country.
Is the Reaper back in the Bailey so soon for what appears to be a mundane murder? It's a question the papers are asking, and they are all speculating various answers.
Mundane? Mundane? It's the most significant saga of the century to some of us.
Dear, I meant no offense, Mr. Natsume, but that is how the papers are describing it.
Well, lest we also forget the fact that it could spark an international incident. Obviously, the reappearance of this infamous prosecutor has caught people's attention. But there's another blatant similarity with the trial of 2 days ago.
Yes, I agree.
Low-come student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. It's you!
Me? Well, that is true.
Both times, it was you who stands against this legendary prosecutor. It can only mean that you're friends with the Reaper!
Dun dun dun.
Please, I don't rub shoulders with skellies.
Also, he's very
What?
racist.
I'm afraid that there's really only one other explanation.
You are the Grim Reaper.
It can only be another example, Mr. Naruhodo, of your uncommon bad luck.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, just talk about that right in front of the client. Oh, this is just my luck! Why must I be represented by a man with such frail fortune? By the least likely lawyer alive!
But let's not forget that it was you, Mr. Natsume, who asked me to represent you.
Oh, so it's my fault now, is it?
Yes, it's true. It's your fault. I'm a student in East London, with little in the way of experience or skills or luck. But I promise you this. I will fight you corner until the bitter end, and I believe in you, Mr. Natsume.
Oh, benevolent low-come student, Mr. Naruhodo Esquire.
You look so cute.
You're not alone here with us, Mr. Natsume. Whatever happens, we will always be on your side.
Oh, benevolent non-low-come assistant, Miss Mikotaba Esquires. I am in your debt forever. I shall never forget this girl.
Sorry, I slipped.
No, honestly, that's pretty natural. That's pretty natural. Don't worry.
Alright, corporate history. Okay.
He was very clearly supposed to be interrupted.
Oh, okay. Alright, I thought it was me. Okay.
I mean, did your finger slip?
I actually slipped.
Wow, I can't believe you just cut my line short like that.
Can't believe you done that.
I don't even want to read it anymore.
No.
Maybe we can give that to Morse, I guess. The bailiff is always another person every time.
Not good. Rotating bailiffs. Mr. Natsume, counsel for the defense. The court session is about to begin. Kindly make your way into the courtroom at once.
Oh, I forgot about my stupid Baylor bit.
Bailiff slap his nuts.
That was the fucking coolest British Baylor I've ever heard.
Oh, right then, Mr. Natsume, it's time.
And the bailiff, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes. I love Natsume.
Yes. My second appearance in British courtroom. And my second trial against the Skelly.
Dun, dun, dun.
I hope
my
you
God, Sierra,
watch.
thank you.
I hope you're watching over me,
Mm-hmm.
Kazuma Kiryu.
Oh, I forgot to mention, this guy's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And we were roommates.
rip that guy.
And we were
I was,
Doesn't he
really
know?
I was so fucking surprised he died. I thought it would be like a bait and switch, and after the case, it'd be like, oh, he was not actually dead. He just appeared to be dead. That's
Yeah,
the
that-
fact he
You're
was
just
fucking
mad.
dead.
I mean, basically in every Ace Attorney game, the assistant dies in the first or second case.
That's tragic.
Hey, Sarah, yeah, we're making it up. Yeah,
Just
thank you for
like-
the raid. Thank you for bringing the community here.
Welcome in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more people.
Yee.
yeah.
Yee.
I believe I can do this now. I'm ready for this fight. I can smell you, Jade.
I'm sorry.
And Zorn.
It's the catfish.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, this
wait.
can be Morse.
Or wait,
Yeah.
I think Ace was the judge for a bit, yeah. Since the return.
That was the Nipponese judge. This is the British judge.
Who can
So,
do
He
a
obvi-
wants the voice
Obviously.
of the British judge.
Yeah, obviously Xeon should do it because he's British.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I will end up voicing everyone. I'll end up voicing everyone.
No, you won't be voicing Natsume. He's Nipponese.
True.
It's true.
Yes, so who's
Do
doing
you
the
actually want me to
judge?
voice this character?
No, no, okay. Let's. No, I think Ace should do it again. He did a great judge last time.
In the
This
name
is all
of Her
such a-
Majesty the Queen, Oh wait, he's British. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session.
That went from flawless to fucking impeccable.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, thank you for the sub, Isla. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
I
sorry, not
now
impeccable,
call upon the
immaculate.
counsels for the prosecution and defence to declare their willingness to proceed.
I've never hated you more. It's-
Loving the British representation here.
The prosecution is
tickets.
fully prepared, my lord.
No, but Transylvanian because you got a cloak. Oh, there we go.
Mm,
He's very, very vampire coded.
he really is.
The defense is ready, my lord.
The Nipponese are a truly fascinating breed.
I mean,
Look, stop calling me racist. I can't. Lord Strongheart has told me all about you. That you're a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago, a mere amateur.
do you have a point?
Being a compatriot, you feel compelled to try to help the accused, I suppose. Typical Nipponese arrogance.
I like that voice.
Forgive me, but I do not believe arrogance is an appropriate description.
That is that.
I'm putting my entire nose into that voice.
Yeah.
It's
After
great.
all, at your previous encounter, the defendant was found to be innocent.
Oh yeah.
Wine break.
Very true. A most fascinating, if dark, trial it was too.
Damn the British and their drinks.
Not you.
The tragic conclusion came later, of course. Here's to the acquitted and his unfortunate violent end.
Not the British.
Thank you, Council. I see both sides are in fine fettle.
So good.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
I'm starting to feel that Ace might be more British than Zayan.
are you
There are a
ready?
lot of British accents.
Are you ready to carry out your duties here in court as impartial members of the public?
Me.
Okay. Okay.
Good luck remembering.
Okay. Okay. I think I'll take jury number 1 because I think there's like 6 jurors. Okay. I'm gonna give.
There's 5 at minimum.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to give him like a French accent.
Hmm.
Oui.
You never know when you might be down on your luck, but I believe in fair play for everyone. Okay, that must be Jade or Falcon.
Okay, I'll voice the woman. Well, I must warn you, I'm rather more ruthless than I appear.
Okay, that's Falcon.
I literally voiced his character.
Oh well, not me. What you see is what you get. I'm a peace-loving fellow.
Oh no, she's back again.
I'm afraid to say, I think it's quite possible that mustached foreigner did the deed.
This strikes me as Morse.
Oh God. Come on. What are we waiting for? No doubt he did it anyway.
Perfect.
This one looks like me.
I guess that might be Ace again because the judge, I don't think he talks that much.
Sorry, didn't quite catch that.
Oh fuck me,
I
that's
might
good.
in the green, but I was like, this looks like an Ace character.
Okay, but
Very well. Sorry, go on.
maybe Ace just should voice everyone at this point.
No, no.
Only just the ones who wear green.
Yeah.
And the ones who are shaped like the letter B.
Yeah. Very well. Let us proceed. Your opening statement, if you please, Lord Van Zix.
Very recently, Great Britain signed an alliance with a rising power in the Far East. The accused in the dock today is a student from that same land, a certain Mr. Soseki Natsume. And while our country has extended this foreign student the warmest of welcomes, regrettably, the kindness has not been returned. In fact, the student is accused of a most sinister act. Of plunging a knife into the back of an innocent woman who is doing nothing but walking down the street.
A knife crime? I tell you from bitter experience, those are the worst. Bloody oath. They are.
Just look at that sallow complexion and that short stature. He's one of those dreadful Japanese.
Oh,
Oh my god, no.
come on. Let's get this over with. With me now, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Eh, sorry, didn't quite catch that.
It's so good.
Pray, forgive the discourtesy of smashing my hallowed chalice here in this great chamber.
For the 10th time.
Allow me to call the first witness to the stand.
Very well.
Fuck's sake.
Bailiff, let the inspector in, please.
I've genuinely spoken to this person in real life. Your name and occupation, please.
Fortunately, Ace, it's you again.
If you want.
Or we can have Jade again. Like,
I want to share the lines. If you want me to do, I will absolutely. But I don't want to be a line hog.
I've got plenty of people in the case already.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard.
Would you please summarize the events of the case for the court, Inspector?
I love how all the British Ace are just Scottish.
Oh, you want him to be Scottish, do you? Right then. The victim thought to be a young woman in her late 20s in the name of Olivia Green. Olive Green, sorry.
Oh my god.
You got it, man.
Olivia's just a nickname.
Oh, aye.
I beg your pardon, Inspector. Thought to be.
The famous case of talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Built character.
Wasn't going to say it.
Oh, aye.
Wait, my voice is getting confused. Hold on.
Gotta be Scottish, I do. Oh, aye. Having been stabbed in the...
I'm mixing the two. Hold on. I gotta think of my Shrek voice.
There's so many British in your head.
I know they're all like slight variants of British, and so
At
now
some
they're all
point,
like.
Gregson's just gonna become Canadian.
Oh no,
The Scots aren't going to like to hear that.
I don't even have a Canadian accent, unfortunately. I need to talk to Gigi more. But
Having been stabbed in the back by her attacker's knife, the victim fell unconscious. I'm just this again. That was 3 days ago, and she's been comatose ever since.
What?
I think that voice is more fitting for the character.
yeah.
Yeah.
They don't even know who she is for sure.
Comatose. I see. But her life is not in danger.
Fortunately for the Eastern student, the charge will not be murder. Pray, elaborate on the details, Inspector.
Yes, sir. If I could ask everyone to look at this street map. As I mentioned, the incident took place 3 days ago at around 5 in the afternoon. It happened on the pavement running along Briar Road, a wide thoroughfare for horse-drawn vehicles. It had not been long.
Wait.
It had not long since stopped snowing as the victim, Miss Green, was walking down the street. Out of the blue, she was approached from behind by the accused and stabbed in the back.
I stabbed that bitch.
Luckily, the young lady's life was spared, and she's being treated in one of the city's hospitals. But being unconscious as she is, we've been unable to take a statement from her, of course. This is the case file with everything we know about the victim so far.
Thank you, Inspector. The court will accept the documents as evidence, if you please. Everyone's
How's your
just like,
throat?
it's fine, actually. Surprisingly.
What of the weapon that was used?
Sir, I have it here. It was removed from the victim's back.
That big thing is starting to make me scared to walk down the street now.
That's London for you.
I was just about to say that.
With a heavy blade like that, almost anybody would have been able to stab the poor woman.
Even this scarred-looking Sasaki-san, I suppose.
A common old garden jackknife, I would say. Rather nondescript. Thank you, Inspector. The court accepts the blade as evidence. Now then, what do we know of the motives? Money or valuables, I presume? From what I can tell, by looking at the woman's possessions, it seems like she was a poor student herself. Hard to imagine she would have anything much worth pinching, my lord. I see. Well, in that case, are we looking at some deep-seated resentment towards the victim? I'm afraid I couldn't say. Apart from visiting second-hand bookshops, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, doesn't appear to get out much. At this moment in time, we haven't been able to establish any sort of connection between him and the victim.
Yes.
Excuse me.
If everything grievance had been ruled out as the motive, what reason could Mr. Natsume possibly have had for stabbing the young woman? Yet you arrested the man in spite of that, in a totally unjustified and heavy-handed way.
Objection. Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging a freshly uncorked bottle in the public gallery. But your words have so soured its hallowed bouquet.
Meeting.
For it is you, my learned friend, who is being heavy-handed here. Scotland Yard does not arrest people without good cause. That should be beyond question. Inspector Gregson, the prosecution calls for your formal testimony. Explain to the court precisely why the constabulary became to arrest the Nipponese student.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that you have to inspect the thingies. The details. Young woman rendered unconscious following a stab wound to the back. Victim Olive Garden. Email stout built early 20s.
Yeah.
Victoria. Location pavement of Briar Road, East Side. Reporting officer Rolly Beat. The victim remains unconscious. Ooh. Her name was gleaned from her personal effects. Other details are unknown. Apart from the single stab wound from the large knife, no other signs of injury were observed. The assailant was seen running away by the reporting officer and was successfully arrested the following day. Not the knife.
The blade.
Knife.
No, it's
A
just
knife.
Yeah.
Knife.
That's not a
Knife.
knife. Oh, there's no point on the blade.
Mm.
Sorry.
That's
Solving the
good
mystery.
observation.
Wow,
Yeah.
you did it, Ace.
I solved the case, yeah.
Oh, look here, Mr. Murkrow. Look, just at a tip.
Don't look at my tip.
No. A small piece of the blade appears to be missing.
Right. Well spotted, Ace.
Thank you.
I wonder what could have happened to it.
Yes, you don't think it could still be lodged in the victim, do you?
Oh dear, I do hope not. That sounds terribly painful.
I don't think there's anything
It
else.
folds in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Amazing.
That was a line that I missed.
He's just got a thing of chips with him.
I
It
got
just
me
has an
fishing
endless
chip here.
supply of it. It's great.
Fighting character attribute.
As I said, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the incident occurred, and there was an unusually light fog. Visibility was reasonably good, and there was no one else about but the victim and the accused. Out of the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind and subsequently collapsed on the pavement. The accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Those being a number of odd books he just bought. He was on his way home from a bookshop, it seems. It was just a matter of working out who the books belonged to, and we found the bloke to arrest him.
What was this guy's voice? I've already forgotten.
He's an
He was
old
like,
man.
Oh, he was an old man, but he was also a little bit British.
Yeah.
Books, you say? Here we go, yeah.
Yes, my lord. I have a photograph here of the scene of the crime taken immediately after the incident.
Oh,
Oh,
being
she's
British sucks.
I'm sorry. Oh, yes, I can clearly see the books to which you are referring.
She's almost in the Family Guy pose.
Yeah.
I was going to say it. I will take that photographic print as evidence. Please, Inspector. Please, Inspector. I barely know her. I'm sorry.
You Nepalese are a spineless breed, too cowardly to admit defeat.
Yes. Take them in the picture. There is nothing.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it.
The fuck's sake.
Books.
Who out here dying looking like the letter B?
Man, Natsume really stabbed her good.
Yeah.
It's such a comical, like, weird laying.
It's something goofy.
Just like,
It's
oh,
like
I've fallen. I'm on the floor.
it's literally like she was standing there and she got stabbed in the back and then immediately just like a tree just fell over to the right.
Just rotated
that's
her
it.
model sideways.
That's what's
Ragdoll.
funny. She's
Yeah.
not fallen like she was stabbed. She's not fallen
Yeah.
like fought or
It's like
anything. She's
laying
just
on
like,
an arm.
You
Okay.
might be
Yeah.
onto something. Maybe she was
We
like,
cracked this case wide open.
maybe.
Your Honor, she was just sleeping.
This is the nap time knife.
It was a plastic knife prop the entire time.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, there is.
Smile, Judge.
I mean,
You're on
there is.
candid camera.
yeah. There is no. She might have just like slipped, and then someone was like, "Oh, let's put a knife in there."
It'll be funny.
I mean that's plausible though.
Yeah.
Denying everything despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary.
Well,
You mean Urban 6, but the defendant is not denying everything, as you put it.
Fuck you, Falcon.
No.
what are you doing with Sato?
It's called witty banter.
You go on.
Mr. Natsume has admitted to playing some part in the incident. Isn't that right, Mr. Neruhiro?
Now you mention it. When we visited him in the prison yesterday, he did tell us what had all happened. Oh yeah, I can't read.
Yesterday, you mean a few months ago?
It was just like it was
Walking along that
yesterday.
accursed pavement. I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me.
Nice.
Wait, are you seriously using the voice modifier for the?
I stabbed the bitch and I ran away.
You just had this ready the whole time.
I'm objectively guilty. A woman wearing a green overcoat she was. And just as I went to overtake her,
Oh.
You stabbed yourself in the back.
she suddenly let out a scream and collapsed onto the cold hard slabs of the stone at my feet. I was terrified. I had to get away from there.
Oh no, a woman in danger. I never touched a woman.
She suffers from iron deficiency. This happens to me all the time.
So I ran.
They were trying to inject iron into her. Okay.
I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my accursed lodgings.
They're gonna find an EpiPen in her bag, and he's gonna be like, "Whoops."
I mean, a knife is an
No.
EpiPen for an iron deficiency, so.
I agree, never good.
Well, that's essentially what the woman in the print is wearing.
Oh my! A photographic print in full color. What will the world come up with next?
More capitalism.
No.
Capitalism 2.
The defendant has done nothing more than admit he fled the scene of a terrifying accident. That does not mean that he's guilty of the heinous crime of stabbing the woman in the back. Sorry.
No.
Now, she was stabbed in the green.
Nice on.
Daughter now is not.
There was nobody else there at the time, just the two of them, the victim and the accused.
Just the
In
two
other
of them.
words, there is nobody else who could possibly have stabbed the woman.
They can make it if they try.
A fact that the accused concedes.
Cat daughter, you're right in the way of lines. I need you to move. I don't care. You have to move.
I'll
Cat
do
in
it
front
when
of the
it's in
cat,
court.
in front of the cat, in front of the cat.
Cat daughter. Sorry, hold on. You have to move.
Head on head.
It seems this cross-examination could prove to be pivotal, counsel. Proceed, please.
Cat daughter, please.
Yes, my lord.
I'm busy.
I want to use this cross-examination to turn tables here. It's our only chance. When the turntables turn.
We must turn the tables about.
As I say,
When it's green, you don't have to read it again because it's what he
Yeah.
said before, yeah. A light fog, you say?
well, like for London, you could see the opposite side of the street for once. Not much farther, though.
That's light? Is it?
Around these parts, yes. Not something I'd expect a Japanese fella like yourself to know, of course.
Ah, yes, I've read that London is very racist. But in my country...
Also famous for its fog.
But in my country, people usually imagine that gives the city a rather beautiful appearance.
How quaint.
Whoa.
Yes, well, it's not something us Londoners tend to romanticise, as I expect you can appreciate.
I see.
Everyone's cute here.
No.
Hi, Jesse.
Yeah.
You know, I've been waiting to say that. You know that, right?
Yeah. It's been
Yeah,
3
all
months.
of Yes, all of you guys are freaking cute.
I died.
Ah, thank you. Yeah.
Yes. Ace, Zayon, Falcon, Morse, Sebi, you are all cute.
No.
Yeah.
But anyways, I have to go now. Just wanted to pop in here for a little bit. Goodbye, guys.
Have fun.
Bye. Take care.
And I just found my knife. Okay, whatever.
No, don't stop.
No.
I'm not fucking cute.
Oh, he says
Nah.
cutely.
Oh, sorry.
At this time of year, the fog causes a large number of accidents, especially when it's heavy. You
Maybe
could drop
my
on a
theory-
man's head.
Yeah, maybe my
Kill him.
theory was right.
Sometimes you can't even see your own hand at the end of your arm.
She stabbed herself.
Told you.
Indeed. The other day, I was very nearly trampled by horses before I could see the carriage they was pulling.
The son I should definitely remember to stop, look, and listen. Remember, kids!
Listen both ways.
However, on the day that concerns us, the fog was somewhat lighter than usual.
They turned up the opacity.
A fact no doubt lamented by the accused.
How are you able to state that with any certainty? Are you British?
Quite simply, my learned friend, because that is what the witnesses to the crime have told us.
Yes, Inspector Gregson mentioned the witnesses yesterday, didn't he?
That's right. One of them is a policeman, I believe, from Scotland Yard.
That is correct, Mum.
We must use the money.
The prosecution will, of course, call them to the stand should it be necessary.
How is the pizza, Zayan?
It's good.
What's on it?
Yummy.
Wait
It's
a
a
minute.
cheesy garlic bread with pepperoni.
Oh, I love
Yummy.
it. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, in the middle of winter, it would have been dark already. No matter how light the fog might have been, no one could have seen it.
What is it?
Sorry. I'm unaware of the situation on your tiny island in the east.
Ah, yeah, it's the famous tiny Japan country.
But here, in the capital city of Great Britain, all main roads are illuminated in the night by gas streetlights.
Oh, so you gas lighting.
No.
The prosecution believes there would have been ample light by which to witness the crime.
Why, here in London, for the first time in history, mankind has completely conquered the darkness. You can tell by these two giant flames I got.
Which means we really need to hear those witnesses' statements. Just get through the fog of this cross-examination, maybe we'll be able to.
I think this bears investigating.
It seems the counsel for the defense is taking stock. Continue with your testimony, Inspector.
Run behind you, say.
That's right, as you can see from this print.
That doesn't seem like a good backshot. I mean, shot like
Great
in
back
a
shot.
in
Back
like
is
a
the only
photo.
thing you could see.
Yeah, because it's a photography. Yeah. Thank you, Jade.
Yes, quite so, Inspector. The handle of the weapon is clearly protruding from the victim's back.
I thought they were like, wait, let me take a picture before taking out the knife.
And as you say, this poor woman, Miss Green, remains in critical condition, comatose no less. I'm afraid so, my lord. Yes, she's being treated at Bart's.
It just occurred to me that you thought that was Gregson for the first part of that.
I know. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted.
I appreciate the smooth blend of the voice.
I'm like, don't do it over. Just like smoothly transition. Nobody will notice.
I didn't actually.
I was hopeful that she'd come round before the trial started so I could take a statement, but it wasn't to be. Yes, that is indeed a pity. It would have been most illuminating to hear the victim's own account of events.
Lucky on your client's side, it seems. Sorry, I'm eating a pizza behind the prosecution's desk.
You were in a court case. Why are you eating pizza?
I was drinking wine earlier, you heathen.
On the
Yes, the
contrary,
perfect pairing.
my client has been exceedingly unlucky.
Your force of tone is seriously undermined by those disturbingly wide eyes, I'm afraid.
Jesus.
Usually people
Fuck,
say
I'm
the
getting
opposite about the
canceled.
Japanese.
Oh, no.
Mr. Natsume's belongings?
I think you'll find it's all there in the photographic print of the crime scene. Yes, the 3 books on the floor. That's right, my lord. Second-hand books they were.
That I didn't even realize that was part of the line. I just read that instinctively.
Irreparably damaged after falling in the snow, of course.
The accused could easily have carried all 3 books in one hand. Which means his other hand would have been free to wield a knife, for example.
He's pretty clever, isn't he?
Stop simping on him.
No. He's made it extremely hard for you to assert that Mr. Natsume had his hands full with his books. He's managed to close the one avenue of escape we might have had before we even knew it was there. What a bitch.
You mean to say that the defendant was holding his belongings as he thrust the knife into the woman's back?
Don't say it like that.
As he thrust the knife in? That must be what happened, my lord, yes.
The defendant apparently visits a second-hand bookshop on a daily basis.
Yes, so I understand. A shop full of old English literature.
I commend the accused on the lofty subject matter of his scholarly attention.
The bloke's room was stacked floor to ceiling with those musty old books.
Can you tell us more about the bookshop in question, please, Inspector?
Well, if I must. I'll have to ask you. Wait, well, if I must, sorry, I thought I was the judge for a minute there. I'll have to ask you to look at the street map again, I'm afraid.
It's okay, he's the judge's son.
I mean,
Right, you is.
there is sun in direction.
Oh no!
And we were roommates.
No!
We were lovers. Wait,
No.
the closest second-hand bookshop to the accused lodgings is in this place here, Bourbon Books. A little place on the corner of Briar Road and Meerschaum Street.
I would 100% visit somewhere called Bourbon Books.
I think I actually was in Briar Road once.
As it happens, the accused is currently living in lodgings on the other side of Briar Road at the opposite end. Which means it doesn't take a genius to work out the route he would have taken home. Something like this. Yes, I concur with your conclusions, Inspector. The defendant would have certainly have passed the scene of the crime on his way home from that particular shop.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think that what the inspector just told us could turn out to be of vital importance.
The most important point that the inspector just made being... Here's the location. The crucial detail in what you've just told the court, Inspector, is the location of the bookshop.
I couldn't agree more.
So, where is it?
Eh? Are you winding me up, sunshine? I just explained that. I'm
Oh no, it's chips.
I'm squishing me fish and chips, I is.
I'm so sorry, Theon.
I I got the map out and everything. Use red blooming ink, and I drew the blokes route home on for you.
It's a good thing I'm not remotely patriotic.
And I distinctly remember you seen you nod along, Council.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. I must first take it in.
The blunder of the day goes to you, my learned friend.
So I
Yeah,
actually
not
thought
yet.
that was the answer for some reason.
Me too. It's probably some ancient figure after all.
I would advise you to look carefully through the quadrilateral at this stage.
At least we saw some funny dialogue.
You stupid bitch.
Egg.
The egg.
Egg.
No, egg, not egg.
Eggs. Yeah, eggs.
The uproar that is going to occur if my character says the word egg at some point. I swear to fucking
He
God.
actually did the one time you weren't voicing it.
I do actually vaguely remember that.
We were all like, the
Dodged a
one
bullet.
day you
I
not
spared you
here.
that.
Dodge an egg.
Fuck's sake.
I mean,
Inspector, continue with your testimony, please.
You asked for the help of the famous detective Skelly number 2 to locate the defendant, I believe.
Wait, if he's Skelly number 2, then how old is Zayon?
No, Van Zix
Don't
is Skelly
worry
number
about
1.
Oh, that makes sense.
Stuffy nonsense.
Sorry?
That Jack in office, that busybody, just comes and sticks his oar in whenever whether we ask him or not. That
Jacking
sounds like a blooming crime, that does.
Petitions was shown to the scene by Scotland Yard detectives.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. The lads at the scene must have done it without my permission. I'll tell him time and again, whenever something happens, send word to headquarters. And follow your bloomin' instincts. Instructions, sorry, I misread that one.
I see.
If that meddler gets his hands on any details, we'll all be reading it in Ranst magazine next month. And you can bet your last farthing that I'll be in there too, stripped of all my hard work on the case. And my clothes. Yes, Mr. Sholmes. No, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, aren't you getting clever, Mr. Sholmes? That's all the thanks I'll be getting.
Inspector, if the man is proving detrimental to the yard's activities, perhaps I should step in and deal with him.
kill him.
Oh, yeah.
It appears Inspector Gregson is lost for words.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Not He's even stealing my words.
Anyway, the point is this. That little Japanese bloke's already admitted it. Sorry, I'm racist.
Oh my god, no.
He's admitted that I'm racist, and those books all over the pavement at the scene were the ones he bought that day.
The judge
Hope
okay?
it all worked out in the end there.
You're just past the kidney stone.
Oh.
I just got a little herniated, it's fine.
If you're unable to see the jury during this cross-examination, I'm afraid.
That Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed? Yes. They're sure to find him guilty. One way or another, I have to expose an undeniable inconsistency in the inspector's testimony.
So the way to
You
progress
can
is
do it.
definitely within that 3-choice thing that you
Yeah.
got from your presses.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I'm just not sure what the actual right answer is going to be on that.
I mean, I replied a bit too fast, so. Maybe it's the name of the place? Urban Books?
Oh no, sorry, guys, I missed that. Or was it
Don't
already?
worry, this all
Sorry,
started
Mr.
already.
It's fine.
The bookshop's stock? The bookshop's name?
Stock and name both don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe. Wait.
Oh.
Your books? Yeah. The name.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's the
Oh, I
wrong
do
bookshop.
remember that. That's so dumb.
The picture of Monsieur Lecoq. Whoa, hold on.
Oh my
wow.
god.
Excuse me?
I'm
That's a
gonna
book.
step away for
Oh,
just
I'm
a second. I'll be
pretty
right back.
sure I own that one.
Yeah.
The
It's the
picture
name
of
of the
Monsieur Lecoq.
No, it is pronounced Lecoq.
Lecoq.
Yeah.
It's French, shit.
that's
Racism
what I was
against racism against
It's
everyone.
French for Mr. the Penis.
What?
The most interesting James Bond villain.
Inspector Briggs, may I ask you a favor?
What?
Would you kindly add the name of the bookshop to your formal testimony, please? I believe it may be vital importance.
Might be.
Oh, well, see, because of the mechanics of the game, you have to put it in your testimony so I can then show you the evidence from the courtroom record.
Very well. Not that I can see it. Not that I can see it being of any great significance. But please revise your testimony accordingly, Inspector. Yes, sir, my lord. Whatever you say.
Any more sardonic?
I love that character from Steven Universe. She's my favourite.
Objection. If I could just stop you there, Inspector Gretson.
What is it, sunshine? I'm a busy man, you know.
This is the receipt that we found in Mr. Natsume's room. It was issued on the day of the incident and details the purchase of 3 second-hand books.
And you found that in the accused room, did you?
Yes, but the body is not where the receipt was found, but the name of the shop printed on it.
Go on.
This receipt was issued from a bookshop called Your Books.
My books? I mean, wait, your books? Y-O-R-E, I assume?
Yes, my lord. So Mr. Natsume did indeed purchase a number of books at a second-hand bookshop that day. However, the bookshop in question was not Bourbon Books.
Eh, what? Inspector, do you know of this other bookshop? Yes, sir. Your Books is another second-hand bookshop not far from Bourbon Books. It's just that, well, it's such a small place. I didn't think the accused would have known about it.
Objection. But in fact, that is the bookshop which the defendant visited on the day on the question. In this reciprocity.
Objection. Yes, what difference it makes. Wherever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference to the final analysis.
Objection. I disagree. I mean, after all,
I have the street map here, if that might be of help.
Oh, yes, thank you. Have a look at this, please. If the defendant had been returning from Bourbon Books, then yes, he would almost certainly have passed the place where Miss Green was attacked. However, if we take into account the fact that he was actually at another bookshop, Your Books, it may very well turn out to... that he wouldn't have passed that location though? Could that be true?
But his testimony. My. It rather depends on where this other bookshop is. But I do declare it may be a possibility.
Is that right, Mr. Lawyer, sir? What you just said?
Absolutely. It absolutely could be right. Phoenix right.
Yeah.
Inspector Gregson, where is this Your Books establishment? Well, obviously we looked into that. It turns out that Your Books is just on the other corner of Mersham Street going east.
There you have it. As you can clearly see now, it doesn't change a thing.
No.
My learned Nipponese friend is obviously in training to be a clown, the way he regales us with such witticisms. To your future career in the circus.
Holy shit.
You put that glass down, or I'll put it down for you. Oh my.
I didn't think I needed to spell it out, but here we go. If the accused was coming home from Your Books instead of Bourbon Books, there's no doubt he still would have passed the place where the victim was stabbed.
Actually.
Technically, it could still go the other way, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Inspector.
Allow me to reiterate for my learned, if somewhat slow, Nipponese friend.
Bruh.
Rude.
Whoa.
Wherever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis. GG, no re.
As I suspected, you can't fool me, and I don't suggest you try.
What did I say then, eh? I've had enough of this now.
Morris has finally come back from the dead.
I stepped away for like a minute.
Beg your pardon. Terribly sorry, but would you mind repeating that?
Mr. Muruko, we mustn't give up.
What do you mean?
If the prosecution's assertion is correct, the members of the jury may very well decide that Mr. Natsume is guilty.
You're totally right.
We must consider the assertion just put forward by the prosecution very, very carefully.
He claims that his son must have passed the location of the incident on his way home from the books, but the assertion just made by the prosecution is fundamentally flawed.
Ain't yourself, counsel.
Yes, mother. You can see what I mean on this. When returning from your books to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume could have followed the route suggested by the prosecution. However, that isn't the only conceivable route to take between the two places. If the defendant uses these streets, look what happens. He arrives back at his lodgings without passing the location where the victim was attacked.
Objection. Talking back to a clown is a fool's errand, of course. However, I feel compelled to point out that that route is what is commonly referred to as the long way round.
He just wanted his 10k steps.
On a cold winter's night, why would any man choose to take the longer route home?
Well, I don't know.
The answer is extremely simple. He wouldn't. In other words, the accused took the obvious route back to his lodgings and the obvious perpetrator of this crime.
Yes, I've got. Obviously, he must ask the himself. Ask Mr. Natsume which route he took home.
I have already informed the court of the accused's response to such questioning. He claims he has no recollection.
That's right. As I said, the bloke seems to spend his time outside wandering aimlessly from A to B. That day was no exception. He says he doesn't remember where he was or which route he took home.
I don't know this.
I thank you, my learned friend, and suggest that we do not waste any more of the court's time by wandering aimlessly around this subject. Pray, what say you, insightful jurors?
Even if that is the case, the defense. I agree with Lord Van Zicht wholeheartedly and in every way. What? I don't believe it. Now I'm speaking to myself. We members of the jury are completely convinced now.
Very well. In that case, I hereby call upon all members of the jury to present your findings to the court.
Guilty.
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 Okay, from my end, I could actually hear their voices, and Ace's was exactly the same as the old man's.
Oh yeah.
Yay! It will appear the jury's leaning is unanimous.
As I said, GG no re. To the insightful members of the jury, I applaud your brave resolve. You served Queen and country admirably.
How old is the queen?
Dead.
No.
No.
God rest her soul.
Don't weep for the monarchy.
But yet, never yet. I still have one last chance to sway the opinion of the jury.
Bribery.
I have to keep the balance of the scales either way. I have to turn this around. Somehow.
Those are the eyes of quarry not yet willing to give up and die.
Oh. I'm like the queen.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
How
that was
unfortunate.
Don't need to apologize. So I presume you intend to wield your rights again in this trial. Rights of the defense written into antiquated British law that should have been buried long ago.
Antiquated, if you will. But it's the defense's prerogative to carry out a summation examinations if it chooses.
Very well, counsel. In accordance with the letter of the law, we shall proceed with a summation examination all throughout the nation. Are the members of the jury ready, Mr. Foreman?
Of course we're ready. I'm also familiar with the Nipponese whippersnapper and his uncle's refusal to throw in his alley.
What the fuck was any of that just now?
Very well then, I guess.
You what, mate?
You what, mate? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you'll each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.
British grounds.
Tradition something.
That took me way too long to
Findings.
understand.
Oh, for par pity's sake, the Nipponese audit already admitted it himself, didn't he?
If he said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why can't it have only been why it could only have been the victim? I thought she was asking a question for a moment.
The man would have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter.
So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? Oh, dreadful.
Really don't care. Can we just wrap this up now? I've got work to be doing.
Your
So-
books. Yes, nice shop that, but bourbon books, not worth a visit.
I love that exactly half of our jury is actually useful.
With only minor exceptions, the reasons for finding the defendant guilty are all too clear.
Racism.
Yeah.
When the stabbing occurred, the only two people at the scene were the victim and the accused. And the accused himself.
he,
Apologies,
was,
just making a good clip.
he was twice there.
Has admitted to seeing the victim in her green overcoat sink to the ground before his eyes.
Furthermore, we have heard from the inspector that the defendant then fled the scene. I must say, I would have ample grounds to convict this man already.
Dear, even the judge appears convinced of Mr. Natsuma's guilt now.
Why did he have to run away like that? And how are you supposed to believe in some phantom attacker that nobody could see? This is impossible. How can I possibly make a case for the defense? It was Joker.
Mr. Narukado, this is no time for grumbling. If we want to force the trial to continue...
But I have to turn the tide. I must make the jurors change their minds. Well, 4 of them at least.
Exactly. We have no choice but to forge forward. Yay!
You forge evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it.
You have the floor, counsel. Begin your summation examination.
Just like Mrs. Green, still on the floor. We need to keep this raid going somehow, whatever it takes. Come on, Ryunosuke. You can do it. Turk. I can
Turk examination.
I love the Gregson is just way back there in the corner.
I posted a clip of the Sebi followed by Ace moment. It's just the timing on it's comedy gold for me. I fucking love it.
Very well clipped that.
I'm gonna have to see that because I already forgot.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to myself now. Excuse me, but aren't you? Yes, that's right. I was in the witness stand myself just 2 days ago. Yes, I had a feeling I knew your face, or the side of it anyway. If I remember correctly, you're a banker, aren't you? That's right. After the gold rush down under, I came back to London to work. And it was all going swimmingly until you started fussing around. Bruce Fairplay was a man of repute. Sorry? Don't think I've forgotten how you treated me the other day. You had me and that younger hatter pegged as and they were roommates.
If that's how you need to get pegged.
Oh my god.
No. There's lots of the rumors buzzing around. And the police have been badgering me non-stop. If I could turn back the clock. Well, anyway. I don't know about the hatter, but at least I'm in the clear now. And free to make up my mind about who's guilty and who isn't. Ah, thank goodness. Alright, maybe I might struggle to change this man's mind given our court's history.
So glad
Oh,
the
dear.
jury is free of bias.
Oh dear, I wonder what's become of Mr. Furs now. He's a woman. No.
You're right. I read that at the time of the incident, the defendant admits to having seen someone wearing a green overcoat walking ahead of him.
Well, quite. That's precisely my point. Clearly, that someone wearing green was the victim. And clearly, that funny little Nipponese man with the disturbing mustache is the culprit.
Let's not forget, madam. The defendant vehemently denies hitting the woman.
Why, of course he does. If he admits to stabbing her, his life is over. The man is obviously a liver-faced coward. Honestly, claiming the woman simply collapsed before his eyes.
But if that's a lie, as you're suggesting, do you not think he would have concocted something more credible?
Oh, I really couldn't say. After all, you are foreign. Who's to say that
Oh my god.
Who's to say what goes through your funny little minds?
I could tell I was going through my failures in my right now, but you would kill me.
It's scary how accurate all these British characters are.
I do declare the man has already made the admission. He himself has stated that there was nobody else around. Surely the conclusion is obvious. No one else could have possibly committed this awful crime.
Invisible Man.
If no one else could have done it, the accursed suddenly she's just not Natsume. The accused must be the man. Really, it couldn't be more simple.
Your argument is compelling in its simplicity, I must admit.
Oh my, you are too kind, my lord.
It went well, or her. But you can't deny that there are other routes Mr. Natsumi could have taken back from your books.
Oh, yes. Like you drew on the map, you mean? What was it? Calabash Road or something?
Precisely.
But it seems to me that what counts is whether the little Japanese fellow actually went that way or not.
Well, yes, that's true.
And at the moment, there's no proof that shows he did, is there?
Well, yes, that's true as well.
As I understand it, the Kiosk himself doesn't remember which way he went, does he?
Well, yes, that's annoyingly true.
Winter nights are dark and cold, so the way I see it, you'd want to get home as quickly as possible.
Yes, oh, yes, not this true.
So really, the only thing that makes sense is that he went home along Briar Road.
I'm supposed to be convincing you here.
I've given it a lot of thought, you know. I didn't just make up my mind on a whim that he did it.
I like how it looks like he's just looking at Matt playing the lunch.
Matt, yeah. Who's that guy?
If there was some logical reason why he might have gone the Calabash Road way, it'd be different. I'd be happy to reconsider my position in that case. Honest, I would.
My reason why it's so sick is it might have taken longer.
Yes, a good reason. I don't imagine you'll be able to say this young man's opinion without one.
Whatever's the matter, young man?
You're the wife of Mr. God, aren't sure. Ah, you're Zeon's wife, aren't you? The landlord who rents Mr. Natsume his room.
No,
Mr.
I'm
Moon
just
Man.
the master's wife. Where do you get your ideas, sir? I am the maid. The maid, you understand?
Keeping up that charade. Ah, this is going to be awkward.
I forgot that. I was gonna joke about it being like, "No, I'm his maid." I forgot that's actually her rebuttal.
Why didn't you mention this yesterday? That you'd been selected for this trial, I mean.
Well, I was told not to mention it to anyone until the day of the trial, you see. It was in the letter I received. The instructions were very clear, so I'm afraid I had no choice.
I see anyway, Mr. Natsume, the defendant, takes lodging in your, master's house, doesn't he?
Yes, that's right. Although he's only been in a little over a week now.
And at that time, surely you must have taken stock of his character. Does Mr. Natsume looks like the kind of man who would commit a crime such as this?
Oh my goodness me, yes! He's just the sort.
What?
Spending all his time in that dark and dingy room, sporting that unscrupulous mustache.
That was me last year.
No.
The man never speaks. And don't get me started on those shifty eyes. All the neighbors are talking about him. I've heard them, you know. People think he must be building a bomb in there or something.
Oh dear, poor Mr. Natsume. How could people say such things about him? He's just a harmless rumor, nothing more.
Well, you just call hero worm, so...
I forgot that they're standing at the witness stand. I was like, why is the gallery behind them just gone?
Anyway, I'd better be careful about inviting this maid to speak. She said enough damning things already.
Well, fellas, unfortunately, I think I might have to go early. I'm a little bit sick and I'm not feeling too good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I have to go soon to, like, do you think you can just stay like 5 more minutes so we can just do the last 2 characters?
Yeah, that's fine.
You wanna go ahead and press 6?
Okay, Morse, it's your turn finally to talk with me.
Bark.
A man's life's on the line here, sir. This will take as long as it takes. It's just as Ace.
So long as it takes 5 minutes.
No.
Don't get clever with me now, son. My life's on the line here too, and so is my family's.
Ah.
The likes of you wouldn't understand, but a laborer like me can't afford to take time off. You don't work. If I don't work, I don't eat. Neither do the wife and kids.
Oh, I see. That must be very hard. It's so fitting given what Ace just said.
I go to the union every morning to find out what needs doing. If you're late and the work's taken, it's tough. This time of year, there's one gas supply pipes busting left, right, and center. They're after cheap labor to get the roads dug up to fix it. It's a hard slog from dawn till dusk it is.
Well, you were out digging up the roads on the day of the incident as well, were you?
That's right. In fact, if I remember rightly, it was just round the corner from where it all happened. That old bookshop it was.
That's under coincidence.
That's right. Meersham Street was.
Meersham Street.
That's very lucky.
Oh, that means they wouldn't have gone along that way because there'd be roadwork there.
I sure hope it
Well,
does.
gee, I sure hope it does.
Damn it! I wasn't fast enough.
I was the fastest. Rule number 5. I need you to add that information to your formal statement, please. I need that for the gameplay.
What's the point in that? Can't we just get this business over with now?
Well, we could, but you won't say innocent.
Please, sir, it's important.
Fine, I'll do it then.
Your last dialogue.
Sorry, fold it, he said. Fold what?
Hold yours.
Oh no. Oh
Every
no. But I said it was hold it. What I wanted to ask was, do you visit your books often?
I like the old books they have in there, yes. I enjoy reading them over a nice cup of old tea.
That's why the suspect is guilty.
That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're talking about.
And at what time did you visit your books on the day in question?
Well, I was picking out books in there all afternoon. It would have been just before 5 that I left. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about.
Oh no, he has Alzheimer's.
Did I mention that's my daily routine?
Before 5, you say? Exactly when the victim was attacked.
Wait a
Are you
minute.
sure about the time?
Hold on.
Oh, yes, no mistake there. I remember it well.
It's my daily routine.
I'm not about to forget that day in a hurry, not after the dreadful time I had.
Yeah, okay.
He was the victim, okay.
Yeah, he's the rotund green coat guy.
Someone came and stabbed me in the back. It was very painful. I went, ouchies.
I thought you were gonna say Green Goblin.
I
remember time showed.
Yes, it's part of my daily routine, being stabbed in the back.
British, you see.
Helps with my rheumatism.
What do you mean?
Well, I was walking down Calabash Road when I slipped on the ice and donked my head.
For some reason, a blonde
Hate it when I
light
get
fell on my
donked.
head.
It's always worse after the snow stopped falling. That's when it's most slippery. Knocked myself clean out, I did, on top of my own knife. I really thought my number was up.
Wait a minute, let me get this game. This happen on Calabash Road?
That's right. I live in Cornpipe, you see. Giggity. Heading down Calabash Road is the quickest way for me to get back from your books.
From my books?
Your books.
But add that information to reform my statement. It may very well be extremely significant.
Sorry, extremely sick. That's what Ace is right now. No, I'm quite alright.
I can't believe that ending
You're
is
all
just
right,
so
so you can stay
fitting.
longer, Ace?
Huh?
You're all right now, so you can stay longer?
No, unfortunately, no.
But you just said so.
I'm extremely sick.
Oh.
Man, this is a roller coaster.
No.
Babe,
This is a shiver must be. Yeah, what is it, babe?
no, just read it. We were almost there.
What? It sends a shiver down my spine. To hear the members of the jury so convinced of Mr. Natsuma's guilt. But I can't help feeling that some of their opinions are rather subjective.
I agree, it's the irrelevance of what some of them are saying that sends a shiver down my spine. Though at least some of their assertions don't actually incriminate Mr. Natsume or anything. That's something.
We must use that to our advantage, Mr. Yuhuro. Cunningly. Huntingly.
I did not
can't
read
say
the
that.
ends as ends. I read them as ends.
I have to reiterate though, Susato should be the main character.
Yes,
Like
you're
throughout
right.
the whole thing, she's the one who's just like, nah, you're wrong. Nah,
Susato's
look
great.
at this piece of evidence. Look, it's
Yeah.
Yes, don't hold back. Pit them on, all against the pit, against each other. Yeah.
I guess this is where we end for today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for
thanks
coming,
doing
guys.
this.
How
It's
is
always fun.
everybody feeling about maybe next Saturday, same time?
How are you feeling specifically?
I mean, it should be fine. I know there's gonna be like more work in my kitchen, but the sound should be more during the day. And since the stream starts at 8 p.m. for me, so it should be.
Oh yeah,
good.
that should be fine. If you're fine, I'm totally good with it.
I would have to get back to you on it. I will have to check because I would hate to say yes and then me not be able to do it again.
Yeah. Check my schedule.
It'd also be funny if I just said yes and then just never showed up.
Never showed up again.
I don't even say anything. I just completely ghost.
Aww.
Um,
Nor.
Oh no.
Last
King
time like
Atticus,
5 years
hey,
ago.
King Atticus being like, hey, I joined at a good time, right?
no.
Hi, Atticus.
Yes. I mean, I post the VODs on YouTube and they stay on Twitch anyway, so sure that's
For now.
nice.
Actually, I had to review that to remind myself how I was voicing Joan, the maid.
Oh.
You know what? I could have done that to remember how I voice characters. But
Mm.
I chose not to.
I got lucky. I didn't have to deal with that.
Let's just make
just show
everyone
up.
French.
French. There you go.
Give everyone a Cockney accent.
Do what you know.
Yeah, I also made some people like half Scottish, half Irish at one point. Just
See, I have
because.
the easiest job.
Yeah.
Just turn up and be
I
me.
I just read it.
I mean,
And insult you guys as characters as well. My fucking god, it's literally so easy.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we invited you for this specifically because you're British. Not because we
Oh,
like
I
you.
should mention minus the racism, minus the racism, minus the racism.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll see that when we'll see you.
Hashtag Zayon is over party.
No. That's
He never
Zayon.
began. He never
No.
began.
Oh.
Zayon, more like Zayont.
Got him.
Zayon, more like the end.
Change the username.
You guys interested in a raid target?
Maybe. What are you
Yeah,
thinking?
Sebi the Hunter's live right now. I think that'd be a
Huh?
great target.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion?
Maybe,
Oh.
yeah.
Kane is live. And I rarely see
Ooh.
Kane live.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't
My-
think
God, I'm
I
not even
know.
following Kane. I feel bad.
I
My
don't,
suggestion was going to either be Kane or Slugwave. Sorry.
I don't know who Kane is, I think.
Kane is a big beef dog who likes to cook.
He's very
You'd
deep.
100% know Kane.
Yeah.
Oh
That-
yeah. He was at the VR chat meetups.
Yes.
He shows up at a bunch of VR chat meetups.
Yeah, big.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
ring a
sure.
bell.
Big.
Deep voice.
Yeah.
He's got a deep
He's always
Texan
a
voice.
pleasure.
Yeah,
I
we
sure that has
could,
beef.
yeah, we could raid maybe Slugwave. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
It is Slug's affiliate anniversary.
Oh,
I
okay,
guess.
that's...
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty big.
Yeah. I cast Wave of Slugs.
Wave of Slugs.
It's okay, Atticus. Okay, we have to find the raid message that has something to do with racism.
No.
No.
No, we don't have to
No.
on the
No,
racism.
please.
No, we do not.
I'm not saying pro racism, like let's kill racism. I don't know.
No.
No.
Or it's
Yeah,
just
something-
the British Inquisition is here.
Hashtag Sebi is over party.
No. No, happy anniversary. Happy birthday. Yeah.
Oh my god, happy birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
is
stream has officially been colonized.
Yeah.
Wave of Slugs. Yeah.
Wave of
Wait,
Slugs.
But spell it correctly.
Happy colonization.
Yeah.
Wage of Slugs.
Wage of slugs.
Wage of Slugs. Great. I'm glad that I'm glad. Minor spelling error. Get him.
Yeah. So yes, guys, thank you for coming today, guys.
Okay,
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait,
send the raid, but you can.
okay, wait, I'm clicking
Bird
on
of slug.
slash raid. Bird of slug.
No.
Yeah. Oh no! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. Ah,
Bye.
Alright.
it's okay.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we feel
Get
better.
better.
Do you?
Yeah. Do it
I'm
or
not even
else.
sick.
Yeah.
I will head off as well. Goodbye.
Thank you for
Take care.
Thank you for being a delight.
Yeah.
I absolutely fucking wasn't Jade, but thank you for saying.
I argue that you were a massive delight. So,